Since you mentioned sport, I know you're also a big cricket fanatic. Do you have a favorite cricketer and who?
It's hard to give you a single name. So if you'll permit me
Sure.
multiple choice answers, I would say yes. If I were to pick three people really top of my head, definitely Virender Sehwag.
Virender Sehwag, okay.
You know, he's attacking, he takes the game to the opposition.
It's a bit like what you do in diplomacy.
I would say Dhoni, no question.
Yeah.
But for this reason, you know, he's always strategizing. I mean, even to the last ball, you can see, and that's like how to be cool under pressure. And maybe here, another degree of some self-identification, maybe Jimmy Anderson.
Jimmy Anderson?
For this reason, you know, at that age, I think he's 40, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
At 40, to be a fast bowler at that level, that's to me, perseverance, endurance, that's fitness. You know?
Wow.
So I would say attacking, calm, endurance. That would be my slightly longish answer.
Interesting. Ace, attacking, calm and endurance. I also know that you're a voracious reader. Any book that's had a profound impact on you, either career-wise, diplomacy-wise, or even otherwise, personally?
Well, lot of books, because I do read a lot, but if I were to say, reinterpret your question to say a book which I would have repeatedly read, you know, 25 times, 50 times kind of thing. Probably two. One is Mahabharata. I carry a copy on my travels. I read it often. I have multiple versions. I have a whole bookshelf of variations of it, including some of the multiple volume editions. Maybe Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Those would be the two which I've read most often.
You're a Tolkien fan?
Very much.
Oh, interesting. So what's your favorite character from LOTR?
In Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, in Lord of the Rings.
I would say really probably on balance, and this comes down a bit to the cricket-like thing, probably Legolas.
Oh, nice.
Because he's the calm guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's the guy who keeps, you know, things are falling apart. Somebody has to hold it
together.
Hold it to, and that's maybe it's my profession.
Yeah.
You know.
Music? Are you into music? And the music is in the air these days because of Natu Natu and the Oscar for it. You of course made a famous reference to Tony Blair recently. Gave him a bit of a poke. Is there any favorite album, favorite artist?
No. Look, we were a household. My interest in international relations actually came out of music.
Came through music?
Yeah.
How
because
so?
when I was very young, first my grandparents and then my parents brought international music home. I mean, through records, and then encouraged, we used to listen to radio and all that. So, for me, when I first thought about the world, I first thought about the world in terms of the music that I heard from the world. To some extent, the books that you got. So it was, I mean, this was a time when there was no TV, remember?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So there was no TV, there was nothing which anybody modern would, anybody today, contemporary, young would identify as a connect with the world.
Yeah.
So it was largely radio, it was books. So for me, my international sense was also music, and even within India, and my parents were deeply interested in music. My mother actually had a degree in music.
Oh, wow.
So we would have somebody playing MS in one room and Lata Mangeshkar in another, and somebody would be trying to, put a Beethoven on the gramophone on the other side. So that was the house.
Nice.